Hello everyone, welcome back to our Rhino tutorial. Today we can talk about how to use SubD to model a chair inside of Rhino. First of all, I'll set my unit to inches and then I'll go to the front view. I'll drag this reference photo as always, bring it in. This one doesn't provide us any design information, but rather to give us a general size and proportion for a chair. So first I will come over to the standard and then draw a reference line from here to here. Hold shift or turn on orthogonal and type in 17.5, hit enter, and I got it. Then I will scale it based on this image from here to here, scale it to here. Then I'll delete this curve. I'll bring this image to the origin. As we mentioned, as close as possible to the origin is always a good behavior. I'll go to the perspective, bring this image back a little bit and lock it. I'll go back to the front view and start our drawing process. First of all, I will draw a line from here and to here. And then I'll turn on auto snap like this, hold shift and draw here. The next thing I'm going to do is I will start drawing things on top of this curve to make it more interesting. For example, I will select these curves, turn on the control points, move it off a little bit, and then I'll come over here, insert knot. So insert some control points here. This one also, click it, insert it here, here, and also here. Perfect. This one also, I will insert some knots here. Then I will start to drag the knots around or the control points around to give them some interesting features. Then I'll select all those curves, type in mirror, go back to the top, shift or turn on orthogonal, mirror it. Select it, move it in just a little bit. So it's going to be roughly 17.5 inches from here to here. And then I will start to draw more polylines, such as from here to here, from here to here. And then I will draw a curve here, draw a curve here. Type in rebuild. I'll give them 3 control points and 2 degree. It's okay. Select this one, move it just a little bit. And then I'll just keep doing that, connecting together. And then I'll just mirror it. Also, I will do the same thing on the bottom, the chair. Select every curves here on this side and select those. Type in mirror. Perfect. Same thing here. Mirror it. Divide it in between. Perfect. And then I'll type in SELDUP, which is select the duplicate. Make sure that there's nothing duplicate or overlap with each other. The next step is I will type in split. I'll select the objects here, here, and then hit enter. Select the cutting objects, pretty much all the curves right here. You can just select everything and enter. And then I'll be able to break them in between. Same thing for all the rest of the curves. The point is to make sure that every curve is going to break in the intersection point with the other curves, okay? So it's quite tedious, and you have to make sure that you select everything. When I zoom in and I realize that these curves, they are not meeting on the same point. That is a big problem. In order to fix that, I'll delete it and then just draw the curve again. I'll type in split, select object to split, like this one and this one, hit OK. Select cutting objects, hit OK, and then got it. So I break them in between. Same thing here. So I'll delete every curves on this side. Let's check again. This one hasn't been break yet. Same thing. It's not overlap there. So I'll delete it. Draw this curve one more time. Hit enter, and then from here, hit enter. Also here to here. So I'll select all the curves, type in mirror, go to the other side. Same thing here. Now I don't really like this line, so I would delete it and then keep going. Make sure that every single line breaks at the intersection points with the other lines or curves. So also I will delete this one. And now seems like it's great. Now I'll just unlock this image and then hide it. The next thing I'm going to do is I'll select all the curves and then type in multi-pipe. I will set the radius to 0.2, hit enter. Cap ends, click on 0 for smooth curves. I'll just choose default 1. And then this is what I will get. And then I'll come back to SubD tools and click bridge meshes or SubDs. Select this surface, hit enter. So it will highlight the edge and then select this surface right here. Hit enter and I'll get this. If you think the curvature right here or the connection between here is not good enough, what I will do is I will come over here to insert SubD edges loop. What I can do is double click it. If it doesn't work, I will just manually select everything. And then when I hit enter, I'll be able to insert another loop right here. Okay. So for example, if I click right here, I got another loop, and then I'll click filter edges, select all the edge here by double click it, and then I can scale it. Same thing right here. And now if I want to select the whole surface, I have to come over here, click selection filter none, and then I can select the whole surface. There is a way to make a symmetrical model from the left to the right, but if you think that's just too much, what you can do is I will select the model and I'll hit tab, make it back to the flat mode, and then I'll go back to standard, click polyline, draw a polyline here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I'll select this curve and I will type in mirror. And then the same drill, go back to SubD tools, tab, click insert, and then I will select this edges one more time, hit enter, and bring it somewhere here. I'll select it, hit tab again, and I will drag those vertices to our reference polyline. I'll select the vertices, select this one, move it from here to here. Okay, I'll go back to the wireframe mode, change this color. Or right now I cannot select this curve because I am under the selection filter vertices. So I'll just select this vertices and type in M, which is move it to here. Same right here, move it to here, and then right here, move it to here. So the left and right are completely symmetrical. And again, I'll go back to the shaded mode. I will type tab one more time, and then I will click selection filter none. I'll select all those reference curves. I can delete them, and I will keep doing this. Again, I will come over here to bridge meshes, select this one, hit enter, and this will highlight the edge. select this one and click. Also this surface, hit enter, and then this surface, hit enter. And if you want to make this into a NURB surface for the future development, what you can do is first hold Alt and move it, make a copy, and then I'll type in 2 NURBs. And SubD options, faces equals packed. That means they are going to try to generate the least amount of poly surfaces when they transform this from SubD to poly surfaces. So when I hit enter, and then I'll get this poly surface model. And if you type in emap, you will see that although some part is only G1 or even G0 continuity, but for most of time, this is more than enough. So what I will do is I'll just type in emap off, and then I'll come over here, bridge, click this surface, hit enter, click this surface, hit enter, got it. And also right here. So this looks even better. On the back side also. So that's it. That's all we're going to cover today. Hopefully you enjoyed this one, and I'm looking forward to see you in our next tutorial.